Good morning, grade 8. Hope you are all doing well and being safe. This is Ms. Pamela giving the physics course. Today we are going to do General Revision Part 2. Now we are going to talk about another device other than the telephone that is used in electronic communication, and it is the radio, which we all know and use. The radio is a device that receives electronic signals carried by electromagnetic waves. So this is why we talked about electromagnetic waves, because they are related to electronic communication. So the radio receives the signals that are carried by the electromagnetic waves. From where does it receive them? From an AM or FM radio station. And the radio transforms them back to the voices or the music that you hear. There are 3 stages that a radio signal goes through. 1. The signal is generated. A person generates sound waves that are transformed into an audio signal. So at the radio station, the signal is generated. Whenever someone speaks or sings, the sound waves are transformed into an audio signal. The second stage is called transmission. So the audio signal is sent to a transmitter and combined with a carrier wave that is broadcast at a specific frequency. The third and final stage that a radio signal goes through is called reception. A radio receives the wave at a specific frequency and separates the audio signal. Speakers transform the audio signal into sound. So first, the radio receives the wave at a certain frequency. This wave, the electromagnetic wave, which is the carrier wave, carries the signal. The signal is separated from the wave, and then it is transformed back into the sound that was generated originally at the radio station. So when you change the frequency at your radio, change the frequencies of the waves that you receive. Now we are going to talk about the third device that is used in electronic communication, and it is the television, which we also all know and use. Television is a device that receives electronic signals also carried by electromagnetic waves from a television station and transforms them back to the voices and the images that you see and hear. So it is very similar to the radio, but in this case we have images and not only voices. There are also 3 stages that a television signal goes through. 1. Signal is generated. At a television station, video and audio signals are recorded and generated by cameras and microphones, and the transmitter sends out the signals. The second stage that a television signal goes through is called transmission. Video and audio signals are carried on electromagnetic waves. The waves travel to a satellite and then to a local cable station, as you can see in the figure in front of you. Now the third and the final stage that the television signal goes through is reception. Your television receives the signals from a wire connected to the cable station. You tune into a specific frequency by selecting a television channel. So as we said, the signal is sent from the television station to the satellite, and the satellite sends the signal to a cable station. You are a customer at this cable station, so by a wire, the waves are transmitted to your home and you receive them on your television. When you change your channel, you are changing the frequency. This is how you change the signal that you are receiving. So what is a computer? Of course, all of you know what a computer is. You all have used a computer or are using a computer right now while you are watching the video that I am recording for you. You use the computer to play games, you use it to do PowerPoints for your projects, you use it to write documents, you use it to listen to music, to watch videos. A computer is a device that stores, processes, and retrieves information. So today we are going to talk about computers specifically concerning electronic communication, which our chapter talks about. So as a definition of a computer concerning electronic communication, it is a device that stores, processes, and retrieves information. So a computer does 3 functions to information. It stores the information, so you can save the information that you want to keep on your computer. It processes the information, so it can do calculations, it can correct spelling mistakes, it can change the information however you want to change it, and it retrieves information. How can computers process and store so much information? Of course, all of you have a lot of information on your computers, a lot of folders, pictures, videos, documents, music. Computers can process and store this huge amount of information because they do not store the information in the same form that you see it, numbers, letters, and pictures. Computer information is represented in a system called the binary system. And what is the binary system? The binary system is a system that uses combinations of just two digits, 0 and 1, to represent and store information. So the computer doesn't store the information in the form that we see it, letters and pictures and numbers. It stores the information using only two digits, 0 and 1. Bits and bytes. What is a bit? The bit is each 1 or 0 in the binary system. The byte is the arrangement of 8 bits. So each 0 or 1 in the binary system is called a bit, and an arrangement of 8 bits is called the byte, as you can see in the figure in front of you. We have 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Each one of them is a bit, and all of them are called a byte because they are 8 bits. Computer memories are rated in kilobytes, which are 1000 bytes, megabytes, which are 1 million bytes, gigabytes, which are 1 billion bytes, etc. Now we are going to talk about the computer hardware. Computer hardware refers to the permanent physical parts that allow a computer to receive, store, and present information. So they are the physical parts, the parts that we can see and touch in a computer that allow the computer to receive, store, and present information. What are the parts of the computer's hardware? Computer's hardware includes central processing unit, CPU, input devices, output devices, and memory storage. Now we are going to talk about each in details. We already covered computer's hardware. Now we are going to talk about computer software. Computer software is a set of instructions that directs the computer hardware to perform operations on stored information. So the computer's hardware are physical parts of the computer, but computer software is a set of instructions that tell the computer hardware how to perform on stored information. The software is also called a computer program, so we can also call it a computer program. And whenever you use a word processor, solve mathematical problems, or even play a computer game, a computer program is instructing or telling the computer to perform in a certain way. So the computer software or the computer programs tell the computer how to perform whenever we are using certain applications. We have two kinds of software. We have operating system of the computer and application software. The operating system of the computer is a set of basic instructions that keep a computer running. So they are the basic instructions that keep the computer running normally. However, application software are used for specific tasks. What are applications? Applications are particular tasks that a computer may carry out. And these programs are grouped by their functions. So they are grouped according to their functions, such as word processing, graphics, games, or simulations. So each task has a specific software. Computer programming. Computer programmers are the people who program computers. So what do? They use computer languages, for example, BASIC, Java, C++, and others, in order to convert the input information that we put into the computer into instructions that the CPU can understand. Each language is designed for a specific purpose, for example, complex calculations, word processing, and others. Now we are going to talk about computer networks. A computer network is a group of computers connected by cables or telephone lines. A computer network allows people in different locations to share information and software. We have two main types of computer networks, local area networks and wide area networks, abbreviated LAN and WAN. A local area network is a set of computers connected in one classroom or office building, so in one location. However, in wide area networks, computers are connected across large distances, so over a larger distance than the local area network. The Internet. The most significant wide area network is the Internet. So the Internet is a type of WAN, wide area network. The Internet is a global network, so it is around the world, that links millions of computers in businesses, schools, and research organizations. So the Internet is a network of host computers that extends around the world. This is why it is global. You might say it is a network of networks. So it is a big network of small networks. The information superhighway is the Internet along with other smaller networks. So the Internet and other smaller networks are often called the information superhighway. And now we are going to talk about the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, WWW, is a system that allows you to display and view files called pages on the internet. For example, whenever you go into Google Chrome or Internet Explorer and write www.google.com, this is when you use the World Wide Web. So you are using a system that allows you to display and view files called pages on the internet. It was developed in 1989 to allow users to view information forms other than words and numbers, for example, images, videos, and sounds. So due to or thanks to the World Wide Web, we can view information in forms like images, videos, and sounds, not only words and numbers.